I've discussed many times on this channel how women initiate divorces at a 70% clip or higher, 90% if they're college educated. But in today's video, we're going to talk about how women are actually divorcing other women at an equally high rate.
I could not resist, so I had to look it up. From the Office of National Statistics, from a 2019 study, in ever-increasing numbers, we are now at a lesbian divorce rate of 72%. So the top 4 reasons that they are reporting getting divorced is feeling ignored, inequality in the partnership, adultery, and domestic violence. Personally, I feel like this lends some weight to men's arguments and complaints about how women are behaving in relationships. Because when you have lesbian divorce statistics that look like that, the girls are kind of telling on themselves.
Gents, this is no shocker to me, because when you look at some of these articles that cite the reasons why women of same-sex relationships end up getting a divorce, the reason being is some of the same things that you hear men complain about. There's this argument that it's because of men that the state of relationships are the way they are, the way women act the way they do, the way things are headed as they are. A lot of times you hear men get that blame, but Kevin Samuels actually tried to tell women about this a long time ago. Check this out.
And let me ask you, sis, what freedoms are you referring to?
Just like the freedom to be yourself and to do what, whatever it is that you want to do. No one's trying to control you.
Hold on, sis. Black men controlled black women?
Well, men control women in general.
No, ma'am. I was very specific. Black men in the silent generation controlled black women?
Okay, I will have to say yes. There's a reason.
Oh,
why.
No. I'm going to the follow-up question. What are you basing that on?
I'm basing it on the fact that, the reason why we moved so far from that generation, right? So the boomers, they looked at the silent generation. They said, I don't want to be like my mom. And they make sure that their daughters didn't have to be like
Now let me stop you right there. And guess what? My mother, who's a boomer, is now married at 53 years old. You know what? She realized she made the worst decisions ever by listening to some of this feminist bullcrap, because she really admired her mother. See, what you're trying to kind of put out here is, back in the day, black women were controlled, dominated, subjugated, and or oppressed by black men. And now you're free. I'm sorry, sis, that color purple bullshit won't work here. Black men have never dominated, subjugated, and or controlled black women. That has never been our culture. Our culture has always been much more partner oriented. There has never been a time where black men had 100% patriarchal control over his community. You're talking a bunch of feminist stuff that does not even apply to our community. And it's sad, because when I ask you about our history, you can't give me even specific things. You said you don't want to go back to the silent generation. And that's exactly where you think when the black community was at its height. Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, Malcolm X. What came out of the 20s? The Harlem Renaissance. That's when black was good. Now, do you think it's good when we got 80% single mother rates, no fathers in the household? We got little girls getting hit in the face with skateboards. Would that have happened back in the 60s when men were controlling?
Remember that. Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a f.
Anyway, gents, I thought this was a very interesting topic to discuss. Let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments below. I want to hear from you. Make sure you check out the video at the end of this one. And until next time, live your best life.
What would you want his income to be? I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like 300,000.